Hello, I'm fixing everything, and because there is always something to be fixed, subscribe to the channel. It might be helpful to fix everything. Today, I'm gonna show you what solution you can make to run your three-phase industrial sewing machine on a single-phase electricity. That's single-phase European. Your one can be any other plug, but the main thing is 220 volts. This is your solution. I use this one, you can watch my other video, to run three-phase tire changer machine, which requires all of the torque of the motor. When you're running industrial sewing machines, you need a lot of torque, so you can't just run them with a capacitor because they don't run properly. So what are we gonna do? Because I have like 4 industrial sewing machines that I need to run, and this will be the main inverter, and they will be all used at the same time with the same inverter. But because they're not going to be used simultaneously, all of them, they'll be used one after the other. I will put the inverter on one side of this board, and then I will mount 3 of these or 3 of these like this, and I'll plug the machines. This is a 3-phase socket, old Soviet Union type, but depending on your situation, you can do it with all kinds of sockets, the big heavy duty tube ones as well. That's what I have, that's what I'm gonna use, and it's the cheapest option here. This thing costs around £50, $70, €70, something like that, depending. It's getting more higher now because of the global inflation. But for the price of this one, you can just plug your 3-phase motor and you don't need to change the motor. What you need to know is that the motor on the machine needs to be connected in a triangular pattern, because if it's a star connection, it's going to require 380 volts between the phases. This one is 220 volts between the phases. Here you can see that's the model AT1-220X version A03, source single phase 220 volts, 50-60 Hz, capacity 8 kVA, 2.2 kilowatts, 3 horsepower. This says somewhere the output, it doesn't say, but I have the box. The original box I have. Does it says? No. Oh, no problem. I bought this one out of Banggood. It cost me, I bought it so long ago that I don't remember how much it cost, but as I told you, it's around that price. So what we're gonna do now, I'll just connect everything. That's a 3-phase cable. You just remove that bolt when you get to the connector. So what we have here, don't connect your connectors here. That's where we connect the connectors. Ground, live, neutral, and the 3 phases. So the 3 phases are going to go to this one with the ground. If you want, you can perfectly use it without the ground, and then the live and neutral will go on this wire. What I'm gonna do now, I will speed up the video, and when everything is connected, I will show you how it's done, and we'll get to the machine. This is the finished product. I decided to put it this way because if I have 4 machines, I can then put a socket here, here and here, and they can all be plugged in. So the cables, this is gonna be the earthing. You don't need an earth for the 3-phase wiring, but still. And these are the 3 phases, L1, L2, L3, or UVW. I don't know if the motor is gonna run in the correct rotation, but if it doesn't, we'll just swap one of the leads and it's gonna rotate. It's very easy to rotate 3-phase motors. So I will leave this one like this. Do you want to see how I connected it here? There we go. I'm using the blue one as earth because this one doesn't have neutral. You don't want to connect the neutral on the 220 volts because if you swap the lead and you get the phase wrong, it's gonna be no. So just connect it to the ground. You don't even need to connect it. If you see my tire machine, it's not connected. Okay, we'll get down to the garage where the machine is, and I'll swap the connections from star to delta, from 380 volts to 220 volts. Okay, I'll see you in a second. The machine is overlock, and there is nothing to be seen on the top. So what we need is to have a look on the bottom. Give me just a second so I can mount the phone. Unfortunately, I forgot to film earlier, but where's my light? Okay, so let's get to the motor. This is the motor. So the connection was, there was plates connecting between these two and these two. So this is a star configuration. Now at the moment it's connecting the ends and the beginnings of the coils like so, which is a delta star, not delta triangular configuration. It can work on 220 volts. Okay, so I got one more nut to put on the motor, and we'll give it a test, but that's the connection on the motor. Everything is now connected. I close the box. So don't forget, this is 380 volt configuration. This is 220 volt configuration. If the bolts are connected and the plates are connected like this, is this configuration. If they're connected like so, it's this configuration. We need this configuration. There is nothing in between right here. Okay, that's what we need, 220 volts. Now, because I don't know which way this pulley is supposed to turn, I have no idea if it's supposed to turn this way or it's supposed to turn this way, so clockwise or anti-clockwise. If it's not working in the correct way, we can swap the wires on these two. We just swap the wires and it will turn the other way around, and we can do it on the VFD. So let's give it a test. I will just plug everything, put everything back together because I had to move the machine on one side, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, now let's see what we got. I have pink. Yeah. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. I have pink. Going through here. Let me... Should I? Yeah, give me a second. Така, тъй като едва ли е важно откъде точно минават тези конци, докато стигнат догоре и се завъртат от тук, просто съм пуснал розовия, сивия, белия и черния конец. Пък те откъде идват отгоре няма особено значение. Значи сега следваме розовия конец, слиза и минава по ето този начин до конеца опавача. След това минава през това уше. След това от тук най-вероятно минава през ето това там. Дали минава? Не знам. След това минава през тази дупчица. Така. След това слиза надолу и отива до най-вероятно да знам, сега ще видим. Най-вероятно минава през ето този жлеб, защото сивия конец минава през него. Най-вероятно минава през този жлеб ето тук. И след това най-вероятно отива до тази дясната игла. Okay? Сега. Сивия конец тръгва от там. Така, минава от тук. Ето така. Минава през конеца опавача от дясно. Слиза надолу. Минава през тази дупка. След това минава през... Ето тук има друга дупка. И след това минава през задното. И най-вероятно минава през първото. Така че видим. Изглежда ли ни? Да, изглежда ни точно като да трябва оттам да минава. И най-вероятно отива в лявата игла. Аз не мога да направя с една ръка, но така. След това белият конец идва от някъде си. Слиза надолу. Третия конец опавач. Ето така. Слиза надолу и влиза тук. Сега да покажа и четвъртото, защото като отвориме. Черния конец слиза надолу, четвъртата конец опавач. Минава от тук. Слиза. Тук няма нищо. Слиза надолу и влиза някъде си. Така. Сега. Ето. Да. Така. Белия конец, който е от третата, минава през тази дупка. След това минава през от тук. И после. Ебали го. И после не знам. Ето да видим. Ето тук може да го видим. Минава. От тук плете нещо и ходи назад. След това черния. Нали, влиза. Минава така, минава през тази дупка. Така, отива нагоре. Отива нагоре, ходи някъде навътре. И така. Това, което мога да видя. Така, сега. Това е, окей. Така му седи ножа. Окей, така. Това е. Okay, so I had a look around. So if the fabric is going this way, this pulley needs to turn clockwise. Okay, so if this one is pulling clockwise, the bottom one also needs to be clockwise. Now, let me show you on the bottom, because I don't want to be risking running the machine backwards or whatever. This one got a clutch. I will remove the belt, just put it to one side like so, and we will see which way it turns after. Okay, now first row, hope you don't break anything. Let's plug the power on. Okay, let's the inverter will do its thing. Let's put it on. Okay. Now I'll press the run button and the engine should start normally. Nothing happens. That's because there is a switch is off. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just press the stop button. I'll press the on switch. Now it's all connected up, and now I'll press run. I can hear the engine running. Now let's see which direction it turns. It's turning in the correct rotation. It's in correct direction. Now I'll connect the belt back up. I'll stop the motor. Now this is how you can make your machine to run on three-phase, on a single phase, on a three-phase motor. I can't show you running because I can't saw, but I'll try to add in the video how the machine is running. I'll just try to get my mother to get me a little help, because I just don't know how to thread all of the cottons. So if the video doesn't end here, you'll see, but if it ends here, I hope the video is being helpful to you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Unfortunately, we're all packed up, but I'll show you that it is working. I just forgot. All this is made on a single phase. It needed a little bit of setting up, but it's all good and working. There we go, you can see it here as well. That's it. That's the setup. I really hope the video is being helpful to you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.